Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news now. Fans, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you is straight out of a blockbuster NFL rumor mill that could shake up the entire NFC West. And honestly, the entire NFC landscape. We're talking about a potential game changer, a move that could redefine the Seahawks' defensive front and set them up for a deep playoff run, maybe even a shot at reclaiming that Super Bowl glory. And yes, it involves none other than Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs. That's right, the dominant interior disruptor, a true force on the defensive line, might be heading to the Pacific Northwest. And if this deal happens, it's going to be a seismic shift in the NFL, especially for a Seahawks team that's been quietly building momentum but still needs that extra punch to push over the top. So what's the scoop exactly? Well, sources close to the league are murmuring that the Chiefs, who are currently sitting at an 8-5 record but are facing some serious cap restrictions, around $2.8 million, plus a growing list of injuries, are considering trading Chris Jones. Now, don't get me wrong, the Chiefs are still in the playoff hunt, but with their cap space tight and injuries piling up on the defensive line, they might see it as the right time to move Jones for some assets that can help them rebuild the offensive line and allocate their cap space more efficiently. Think about it. Kansas City is prioritizing youth and cap flexibility to keep the Mahomes weapons intact and to continue their Super Bowl contention window. That's a smart move from their perspective, but for the Seahawks, it's an opportunity knocking loud if they can land the guy who's been a nightmare for offenses since he entered the league. Now let's talk about Chris Jones himself because, man, this guy is a game wrecker. He's a force of nature inside, a guy who can wreck a play before it even develops. Think of him as a charging bull in the pocket, relentless and powerful. Over the 2025 season, he played 13 games and tallied 11 solo tackles, 11 assists, and a total of 22 combined tackles. But what stands out most are his 4-0 sacks, which is huge, especially considering his role as a disruptor. His sack yardage, 21 yards, is a testament to how often he's getting into the backfield. His PFF grade overall is an impressive 89, showing how consistent and disruptive he's been. He's a guy who can change the complexion of a game with his interior pressure, and his EPA per rush of -0. 21 indicates he's among the elite when it comes to making plays that matter. His pressure rate of 18% and missed tackle rate of just 6% show a high level of efficiency and reliability, and he's managed to stay healthy despite the rough wear and tear that comes with playing on the interior line. Now on the career side, Jones has amassed over 80 sacks and more than 500 tackles, earning himself 5 Pro Bowl selections and 2 All-Pro nods. His career PFF grade has hovered around 97, which is elite territory. He's been a crucial part of the Chiefs' championship runs in 2019, 2022, and 2023, so losing him would be a significant blow for Kansas City but a golden opportunity for Seattle. Imagine him lining up alongside a healthy Jarran Reed or even a rising star like Shelby Harris, forming a formidable interior that can collapse the pocket and stop the run with authority. It's exactly what the Seahawks need to take their defense from good to elite. The Seahawks, right now, are a team that's been impressive on offense and have shown flashes of brilliance on defense, but they still have some issues to iron out. They're currently 10-3 in the thick of the NFC playoff picture, but their run defense has been a bit leaky, allowing 3.8 yards per carry, a number they definitely want to tighten up. Brandon Peely, their key run stopper, is out indefinitely with a knee injury, and George Halani, their promising rookie, is dealing with a hamstring but is expected to return in Week 17. Yet, adding a player like Jones could be the piece that solidifies their interior and transforms their defense into a true nightmare for opposing offenses. And here's where it gets exciting. If the Seahawks manage to land Jones, they're not just patching a position, they're making a statement. They could project to get around 8 more sacks from him, which would push their total to well over 40 for the season. An impressive number that could elevate the team's overall pressure and disrupt opposing quarterbacks like never before. His presence would also significantly reduce the opponent's rushing yards, cutting their average from 110 yards a game to around 85, which is a massive improvement. Plus, his ability to generate pressure inside helps to elevate the entire front, making it harder for offenses to establish a rhythm and giving the Seahawks secondary more freedom to make plays. This move would do more than just improve the defense. It would send a message across the league. The Seahawks aren't just content with being playoff contenders. They're positioning themselves as serious Super Bowl contenders. A trade like this, especially with the added motivation of a potential playoff push, could boost their odds significantly. Right now, the betting odds for the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl are around plus 650, but with Jones in the fold, those odds could drop to around plus 400, making Seattle even more attractive as a title favorite. Think of the impact he could have in high-stakes situations: red zone pressures, third down stops, and clutch sacks, mimicking some of the best interior defenders in NFL history like Aaron Donald during his Rams heyday. What makes this even more intriguing is the comparison to past trades that have turned defenses around. Remember how the Seahawks, back in the late 2010s, built their Super Bowl-winning defense with key trades and draft picks. Adding a disruptive force like Jones could be the key piece to vaulting Seattle into a new era of dominance. With him anchoring the trenches, the Seahawks could go from a good team to a team that every opponent fears. It's about establishing dominance at the line of scrimmage, controlling the game's tempo, and making sure that their rivals think twice before attacking the Seahawks' interior. Of course, it's not just about the immediate impact. Long-term, acquiring a player like Jones not only boosts the team's Super Bowl chances this season, but also sets a tone for the future. It signals that Seattle is committed to winning now and in the years to come, investing in proven talent that can lead the charge. The NFC West is already one of the most competitive divisions in football, with the 49ers, Rams, and Cardinals all vying for supremacy. But with Jones on their roster, the Seahawks could be the team to beat for a while. The division could become a battlefield where Seattle's front line is a fortress, making it almost impossible for opponents to advance. Now, imagine the playoff atmosphere with Jones anchoring that interior line. When the Seahawks step into the red zone, their chances of stopping opponents increase exponentially. His interior pressure could be the difference-maker in close games, forcing turnovers and setting up the offense with shorter fields. It's not just about stopping the run, it's about disrupting the entire offensive rhythm. And in the playoffs, those moments are everything. The Seahawks have shown resilience and talent all season, but to truly contend for a Super Bowl, they need that extra push. That game-changing player, and Chris Jones could be just that. The other aspect to consider is the long-term cap strategy. Kansas City is looking to create flexibility for future extensions, especially with Mahomes, Kels, and other key players. Trading Jones now not only provides the Chiefs with draft capital, possibly a first-round pick in 2026 and a third-round pick in 2027, but also opens the door for Seattle to add a player who can be a cornerstone for years to come. Seahawks have been building their roster meticulously, focusing on youth and depth, but sometimes you need that superstar to push your team over the edge. Jones could be that guy, especially in a division that's becoming more and more competitive every year. And let's not forget about the fans. This kind of move energizes the entire Seahawks nation. It's a statement that the team is serious about competing at the highest level and that they're willing to make bold moves to secure their place among NFL's elite. The buzz around the team would skyrocket, and players would feel the confidence and belief that management is doing everything possible to bring a championship back to Seattle. It's the kind of move that galvanizes a fan base, ignites the stadium, and creates a playoff atmosphere every Sunday for the rest of the season. So what's next? Well, like all NFL rumors, this one is still in the realm of speculation, but the signs are there and the pieces are aligning. Whether this trade actually happens or not, it's a testament to how aggressive the Seahawks are willing to be to chase greatness. They've shown resilience all year, fighting through injuries and tough matchups, and adding a talent like Chris Jones could be the final piece of the puzzle. If they pull it off, Seattle could be looking at a future where they dominate the NFC, make deep playoff runs, and maybe even bring home another Lombardi trophy. The NFC West is about to get even more interesting, and Seahawks fans, you better be ready because this could be the move that defines the next era of Seahawks football. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, I tease quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you believe Chris Jones can be the game changer the Seahawks need? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seahawks news. We're all in this together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for our beloved team. Go Seahawks.